typically once you start getting an ensemble show, you start dividing them up. They start having separate plot lines. Arrow's a really good comparison for One Piece. Arrow started off, you just had Oliver. That was it. Quickly, he teams up with Diggle. So within a few episodes, then it's Oliver and Diggle. Later, Felicity appears in one episode, and then they really liked her. The showrunners really liked her, and so they brought her back for another episode, which they hadn't intended to do. And the showrunners really liked working with her again. The audience fell in love with her, and they just keep bringing her more and more into it. And eventually, there's other characters, and it became to the point where Team Arrow was always 5 to 7 characters, and some of those characters would rotate in and out. They come in for a half a season, a full season. Some would be die, some would move on, some would be put on a bus, but you always had a large team. But it started with just Oliver by himself, and in those early episodes when it was just him by himself, they had to do narration because we had to know what he was thinking. And in some ways, I think we lost something when we lost the narration because I really liked his narration. They started having to force conversations between him and other people, but that's the way to do it. They started adding people to his team so he could start talking to people about what his motivations were. They could start arguing about things. That's probably better than narration, But anyway, so the point is, this show started with just Luffy. That was it. He was by himself. Quickly, he had Zoro. Quickly, I think it was by the end of episode 3 or 4, somewhere around there, him and Zoro were together. Soon after that, it was Nami. Then they started adding more, and then they got Usopp, right? And then Sanji. And I want to say it was around episode 30 or something that we had our core group, and then we've had that group now for about 30 straight episodes, and that was the group. Now, I don't know if Miss Wednesday is going to be a permanent addition or not, but now they're going to start bringing more people in. And I've been expecting this because, I haven't been looking at the opening titles, but as I scroll past, I see there's a large assortment of people standing on the ship with him. And haven't really gotten good looks at him or anything, but it's possible I saw Miss Wednesday with the blue hair, but that could just be, maybe she's just going to be with him for 1 or 2 arcs, and that's it. She's gone. I assume at some point some of these people start leaving. And it'll be a sad day if we ever lose Zoro or Nami, because they're my favorites. The point, though, is, with this being an ensemble show, what happened on Team Arrow was then you would start having, Diggle and Felicity would have an adventure, and Oliver and Thea would have an adventure. And their storylines would almost, for the most part, not even interconnect. They'd be doing their own thing for almost the entire episode. But this, they basically keep people together almost all the time. There are exceptions. Like we just had an arc where most people were unconscious in fact, Usopp and Sanji never did wake up. Luffy only joined at the end. But that's different. They weren't having their own adventures. They were just not having an adventure at all. They were out. They were sidelined. Because it would be interesting to see what happens if it's just Zoro and then just Nami, right? That would be interesting. This show is handling the ensemble very interestingly, very differently, and I kind of like it. And I'll tell you, here's one reason I really like it. The more people you add, the less screen time each person is going to get. So that means some of the people that are annoying are going to get less screen time. Now, unfortunately, that means some of the people that are interesting are going to get less screen time. But for instance, we didn't have Usopp shivering and scared and, acting tough, and then when faced with somebody badass, backing off and then being a punk ass. We didn't have that in this fight with the bounty hunters. And that was a refreshing change. I enjoyed that. So I kind of hope Wednesday sticks around. I don't really know much about her as a character yet, but I kind of hope she sticks around, and just simply so she can take a little bit more screen time away from Usopp. And I'm not hating, I'm just saying, he's such a one-note character. And Sanji's getting to be the same way. I really like Sanji. I like Sanji a lot more than I like Usopp, but right now they're both in the same boat. And it was kind of good that both of them were sidelined, because they're both one-note. Usopp's a braggadocious coward, and Sanji's just a simp. And there's not much else going on. Now, he can fight, and so when he does fight, that's kind of cool. That does add a dimension to some of these battles they've had. But, other than that, man, he's just been one note with the hard eyes. So she'll bring something new. She'll take a little bit of screen time away from the annoying people. It'll be interesting to see who else they add. So, the ship has been kind of a sausage fest, so it's nice to see a second woman on this show, because it just adds another dimension. So, yeah, that'd be cool. I'm excited to see what happens now. And it would be interesting. I wonder if this is a hotly debated topic among people. At least it was when this aired. That should they have taken, like, it wasn't stupid for Luffy to break the compass. Should they have, like, did what she said? Or were they right to go their own way? See, I don't trust her, so I don't think you do what she says. I think you go your own way. But once we see what transpires, then we can do some Monday morning quarterbacking, and I will. All right, let's go and get into this. I'm a football fan. If there's anything I love, it's Monday morning quarterbacking. I'm just saying. All right, you see where we are? We're going on one. 3, 2, 1. Hey, wait a minute. She's referencing a comm which happened during the filler arc. That's not possible. People told me they never reference filler arcs again. I've been lied to. Oh, great. I forgot we had a duck added to the crew. Oh, my God. Once again, his idiot ball means that other people suffer. Dumbass. Yeah, that does sound okay. Apparently, he really is sentient, by the way. He can understand their language. Why don't you be abusive again? That'll get their attention. He likes being abused. He really is an idiot. Well, no, he's not a terrible person at all. The opposite. Hey, he can fight. Nobody said he can't fight. Oh, yes. Wrap up the plot. Let's have a flashback to previous arcs. Yeah, Kuro was his eye. He could dance. He was a shadow dancer. She wasn't around for that for the most part, I don't think. Hey, she's heard of him. That's pretty good. He's not feared anymore. Yep, that's right. Cut that duck up. And she's okay with them abusing her duck, by the way. That's loyalty for you. Yeah. I heard Kobe's name. Was this all a segue just to have a filler episode? Maybe that's why they reference a filler. Oh, that's Kobe. I forgot. I thought Kobe was Axe Hand Boy. This is Kobe. That's right. This isn't bad. Like, if we're checking in with him, that's okay. Because it'll be interesting to see when they have actually clash with each other and then they have to fight or something, Or he lets him go because he's captain or something. So, seeing him progress as we move along would be interesting. I was prepared to be bored if we're going back to Axe Hand because I don't care. He's been defeated. He's irrelevant. Oh, we are doing Axe Hand. So maybe Kobe's going up against Axe Hand. Okay, gotcha. Ah, yes, Captain Morgan. A great drink. Yeah. The hell is up with him, man? Why is he made of water? Yeah. Okay, so this is some kind of fantasy sequence, I guess. That's how he tells the story, I guess. I'm not sure exactly what the hell's going on, I'll be honest with you. Apparently, he's probably still a chore boy. That's what I thought. Damn, what are you doing, dude? That looks bad. That's right. Kick their asses. Both of them. They are a chore. He is a chore boy. That's what I thought. You've made an enemy for life. That's right. Mop that floor. Yeah, I remember that idiot. I didn't remember him when he was in bed, but I remember him now. That's right, kick his ass. I'm into it, sir. I'm not even gonna say it. Right? So quit being crybabies. I should have thought it was suspicious he would have been promoted this early, right? I didn't think he was a captain, but I thought like he was one of the like a first mate or second mate on the ship or something. This makes way more sense. It's probably only been about what 6 months. That's right. He's got the right attitude. You don't. Yeah, yeah. That's his choice, man. Look at him wiping those windows. Work ethic. He's out here grinding. Maybe you should check the weather before you do the windows, though. Oh, I thought it was about to rain because of the clouds, right? This feels far afield. He's reading comics. Hey, that's kind of cool. Yeah. You better grovel, bitch. Yeah, I don't have to be told that this is probably a filler episode. Or maybe you know what it is? It's one of those cover stories, which somebody send me an example of that, like a screenshot. Is it just the cover? Like, I'm so confused. Is it the front cover? Is it the inside cover? That's right. You got stomped out. I'm a little unclear on that. Don't touch me all friendly. Like, look, I wouldn't try to befriend this dude either. Look at him. He's a punk ass. Yeah. I once became friends with the bully, so, people can change. Yeah, he's dropping some knowledge on me. Drop this thesis, Kobe. Drop this thesis. Now it's time to be your own person. Front facing. I like it. We all have a dream, kid. You're out of your mind. That's not nice. See, this is why you don't try to befriend bullies. This crap. The guy I befriended, at least he wanted to change, right? He's cool with it. This is see. Some people say like, and I probably be one of those people. This has nothing to do with anything. You're wasting our time. Damn, dude. Man, this physical abuse has got to stop, man. This is not cannot be tolerated. Kick his ass. That's right. Kick his ass. Throw him off the roof. Kick his ass. Dumbasses. Hey, sometimes you gotta educate. Well, we knew this was gonna happen, didn't we? Right into the cannon. So you both have, of course it would go off. Why would it be loaded? Why would it be loaded? You guys are idiots. Now you all have skull fractures. Dumbasses. Lock them both up. No, it's too late to grovel. Lock them up. Yeah, they should have. Damn, dude. So you'll never be part of the Marines, is what you're saying. You're gonna be chore boys forever. You'll be chore men, then you'll be chore old men. News travels fast. Yep. He's smiling. He's happy. I'm sure everything's cool over there. I like the Marine music, by the way. It's not as good as the Emperor theme or whatever that's called, but it's cool. Uh oh. That's right. He should be locked up. So we're transporting him, huh? Why do you need chore boys? I guess it's like cabin boys on a ship. They're just in awe and shock just to be in his presence. He's got two balls because look at him. He's big, man. You need to slow him down. That's right. Those swords better be clean. Yep, lock him up. Well, you shouldn't have. I mean, he is your dad. I get it. Yeah, you don't effing say he took things too far. Oh, you made him cry. Hey, man, you know, it's the voice acting. I don't think it's the animation, because, like, this is getting to me, too, right? It's the voice acting. When the voice acting is good, they can make me emotional, even for a character I don't like, because I do not like this dude. But his voice acting is great, man. I don't think it's the animation, though. The animation is a little too over the top. Like, you know, the amount of tears and stuff. If it was just like a couple drops of tears, be much better. But it's always going to be over the top. But no, it has to be the voiceover. That's why they keep getting to me. Garp. The world according to Garp. You know, they always love these little animal figureheads because there's never any like angels or demons or monsters. It's always like an animal head, right? Have you noticed that? I don't know. He's pretty big. I'm scared. He looks like he can take care of himself with this little animal hat. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Apparently he's old and feeble, huh? This ain't gonna be great. Hand axe is escaping. Really? Another weirdo. Gee, go figure. That's what I'm saying, man. He's the first one I believe actually is a geezer. Dude, the hell's wrong with you? Yeah. What if he's just trolling him? This is despicable. Oh, crap. Did you just kill him? Holy crap. That's right. I'll use my own son as a hostage. We know that's your son. You're not going to do it. Maybe you will, though. I don't care. By the way, shouldn't they have taken some effort to remove the axe from your prisoner? What do you think? I feel like you should have brought in some machinists and, you know, mechanics and disassembled that axe and taken the axe off the arm of your prisoner. I just, you know, I know that's Monday morning quarterbacking, but I feel like you should have done that. Blow him out of the water. He's going through it, man. He is going through it. Look at him standing in the way. This kid's committed. He thinks of you as a friend. He's willing to risk his life for you. Well, then you're just a dick. Yeah, don't go against regulations. I want to see the rule book for the Marines. That's right. He's my friend. Maybe you can change, chore boy. What do you mean stirring up trouble? He's trying to save your ass by accident. Like he's trying to not get you sunk. Friendship really is. See, the Fast and Furious franchise is all about family. This show's all about friendship. That's all it is. That's all they care about. Wait, you gonna become a pirate? Really? No, I didn't see this coming. I thought for sure he'd be a Marine. I did not see this coming. Wow, man, that's a twist. F him. Shoot him down. Yeah. That old man still got something left, don't he? Yeah. Why did you destroy our cannon? They love senile people on this show. And dragons. Oh, well, this is unfortunate. Yeah. So dramatic. I didn't see this coming, but like I said, he's been defeated. I don't really care about him. I'm not your crew member. Go to hell. He saved your ass. I don't know about covered for you, but I'm telling you, man, that's a big deal. Yeah, you can't capture him, but I admire the gumption, kid. Get your nasty foot off my face. Oh, this ain't good, man. Yeah, get your nasty toes off me. That is just nasty, man. Man, this dude's an a-hole. I don't like this dude, man, but you know what? He's starting to make me like him. That's right. I've been swimming my ass off. I'm too tired to do anything now, but you know. You ain't part of the Navy anymore, man. You defected. Everybody has that one idiosyncrasy on this show, right? The donuts, the ma. That dumbass. Oh well, either you can fight or you can't. They're not going to stop, man. We're not going to stop. You're just going to have to kill us. Is this the end? I would not be surprised if they just killed him off. Well, I'd be a little surprised. That's right. Bite his leg. Break the mast and they can come over. Why is the ships move? They can move, man. The ships move faster than a little boat. Follow them. Like, what are you doing? Yeah. Maybe he's not kicked out of the Navy since he's trying to capture him, right? Oh, they're finally going to fire. So you're finally going to do something, huh? Oh, no, he threw him over. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. What an a-hole. Now we can blow the ship up. I'll be working out, I promise. So now he's going to be a proper chore boy who'll actually work hard. I like it. This is a great episode. This is cool, man. You very poor supervisor. You should be disgraced. Kick him out. You got him crying, man. Look at all the water. Look at all those tears. Disgraceful. He likes to cut their jib. He's trolling them. Yeah, damn, dude. What a weirdo. I feel like I say that every third episode. What a weirdo. I don't know. Sometimes you gotta let some of these villains just stay in the past. It's like they're bringing every single villain back, right? That's how you're gonna run into him. Otherwise, you'll never see him again. Okay. That has some twists and turns, man. For a second there, I thought he was just going to become a pirate, right? He was actually going to join the other guy's crew, you know? I misjudged you. We should have known. I should have known. But yeah, man, like, I had a long rant halfway through this, so I'll just hand off to that now. I paused it because I interrupted myself. Because they started fighting and they fell off the thing and they blew up the building and a lot of stuff happened. So, like, I was distracted. But I wanted to finish my thought. What I was starting to say was a lot of people would say that this has nothing to do with anything, and I'd kind of say the same thing. But there is one thematic connection that ties this back to the main series, which makes me think this came from Odor, the author. You know what I mean? Because this is about how Luffy is inspiring people to become better people. And we need to see that. We can't just have him run into Kobe 200 episodes from now and say, hey, man, you inspired me. Okay, great. I'm glad I did that. Show, don't tell. They're showing us. And they have the time. We got 1,000 episodes. We're binging it. It's okay. We're not waiting a week in between. When this first came out, that was fine. Like that. You had a complaint. It's like Neil Gaiman said. You know, the Kindly Ones was a 13-issue arc. It took 13 months to go from the beginning of the story to the end of the story. People were frustrated with how long it took. But he said, you're only going to experience it being released once a month. Once. After everything's out, it's collected into trade paperback. You're going to read it as intended as one 13-issue story. You can blast through it if you want to. I'm sorry for the people that are reading it month to month. I'm sorry. But that's only going to be a small percentage, and the more time goes by, every year that goes by, that percentage gets smaller and smaller. Maybe it started out, it was 50%. 10 years afterwards, it was only 30% of the people experienced the story that way. I read the trade paperback. I didn't experience it month to month. So I'm one of those 70%. Then another 10 years later, it was only 10% of the people that experienced the story that way. He's thinking about the future. He's not just thinking about now. He's thinking about the future. And so I'm sorry for the people that are experiencing this week to week, but big picture, this is the way the story needs to be told. We're giving the story time. We're not rushing through it to please the 10% of the people 20 years from now, and at the expense of the 90% of the people who are going to read it later as one collected trade paperback. By the way, which is why I take the approach I take. A small percentage and an ever increasingly small percentage of people are going to watch these episodes when they come out day to day. Most people are going to binge them. That's why I don't advertise my Patreon every single episode. I don't say the same thing. We're going to go ahead and get into, It's a Primate. He has this like 30-second speech he gives before every single video. It's tedious. I practically know it word for word. I hear it in my sleep. It's the last thing I'll think of before I die because I've heard it so many effing times. So it's tedious, man. Most people are not going to experience your content week to week, day to day. They're going to binge it later. And the more time goes by that it's been out, the higher that number of people is. So that's why I don't say the same thing in front. I'm not advertising my Patreon. By the way, I have a Patreon. I'm not doing that. I'm not saying the same speech, this is fair use or whatever. This is not a market substitute like the normies do. We know it's not an effing market substitute, And that shit doesn't even matter. Like, people don't care. Like, the YouTube and the people doing copyright strikes don't care if you show that thing from Congress, like that block of text from Congress talking about, hey, this is what fair use means. They don't care. Showing that has no effect on whether or not you're going to be blocked. Saying it's not a market substitute has no effect on whether or not you're going to be blocked. They don't care. They're either going to block it or they're not going to block it. So you're wasting our damn time. Not to get off on a rant. But I'm just saying, the reason my approach is the same as Neil Gaiman's. You got to think about the people later because that percentage is always going to be higher, and every day that goes by, that percentage gets higher. Sorry to the people that see it day to day. But it'd probably be even tedious for them. Even though you're waiting 24 hours between each one, you probably still get tired of it. I get tired of it. It's a Primate. I watch him when the shit comes out, right? It's tedious. So, the point is, the author is thinking about the long term, people binging it. He's not necessarily thinking about people are going to watch every day or every week or every month or whatever, right? So he can take a week off and show a story like this and show us the effect that Luffy has on people, how he inspires people, because that's going to be his biggest impact in the world. And his notoriety and his becoming famous around the world is not just about people being afraid of him. It's also about him inspiring people, the way he lives his life, the way he goes about things, the kind of person that he is. That is his lasting legacy. Think about this. Roger Gold. Roger Gold inspired Luffy to embark upon this exploration. We don't know what kind of man he was. We don't know how scary he was. He's probably a really good fighter. We don't know how many people he killed, maimed, how many people he injured for life. We don't know. You know what we do know? We know how he inspired an entire generation of people to go out and explore the world. That's what we know. I think that's also going to be Luffy's experience. The net positive he has on the world will be the people he inspires, not the people who are afraid of him. And we kind of get caught up in the day-to-day and how he fights people and how he kicks people's ass and how powerful he is. So we just see that impact, how the bad guys are starting to become afraid of him, and that's going to become more and more common. They hear his name, they're going to run the other way. What we don't really think about on a day-to-day basis is the good-hearted people that he inspires. We don't think about that. But see, these kind of episodes make us think about that. So this is a great episode just for that reason. I'm not completely finished with it. I pause it, but it's not. It's not the most exciting episode I've seen. I'd kind of like to get back to the story, but I'm arguing against that right now by saying this is necessary and it's good. And bravo for whoever decided to. So I'm assuming it's coming from the original author and the showrunners as well. So